Hey guys, Weep here. Welcome back to another video by VarietyMMOs. Today's guide is going to cover relics. We're going to be talking about how to obtain relic fragments to unlock your fragments. We're going to go and have a look at how to do that. We're going to have a look at how to fuse relics and upgrade them. We're also going to look at using Shikaku's random trade and specific trade to go for the relics that you want. We're also going to jump into Korea and have a look at the alchemist store and fusing relics and breaking down relics to obtain more materials to then again grab more relics. We'll also be taking a look at the tower in Korea that takes the relics to upgrade them for bonus buffs later on down the track. First up, let's talk about the relics from the storyline. So the first time that you're playing through your storyline, you will be obtaining relics from NPCs like Behair here. However, because of the new relic update which came out a week or two ago, you're able to sell your relic back. So go to any NPC with this symbol on them in town, go up to rent, and then basically just click on your relic and give it back to them. This will give you back a bunch of your contribution, which I'm sure you're struggling to obtain. Now that you've sold that back, you're probably looking at a blue relic a bit like this. If you're lucky, you got a yellow one, that's cool, but most people probably have blue. So how do we obtain fragments to get more relics? So first up would be grinding. So just grinding in an open field and killing mobs would be a good way to get them. It's pretty slow, and the relics look like this. I believe they come in normal chests and they don't require a blue or above chest to obtain them, but again, they are pretty slow and there's no particular area you can farm them faster than anywhere else. Next up would be the ruins. So this is the ruins here. Basically, you go in there and fight with 5 other people, and you can see here, this is where you get your relic fragments. Please keep in mind that you can save your tablets until later, until a new update comes out, because in Korea, these boss fights go up to like 4,000, 5,000 above battle power. However, it's probably not worth it because you're going to weaken yourself a little bit too much. So feel free to use these at 2100 and get as many relics as possible. The next way to grab them is by going through the store. So if you go down here and go to add-ons and go down to fragments, you're able to buy the lightstone fragments and the relic bundle over here. Sorry, these two here. So you can get some for black pearls and you can get some for white pearls. It costs 30 to make them, so if you go into the relic section in here and you put them in here, you can purchase them through there, or you can just put them in, and once this fills out, then you will get it. Okay, so once you've done this, you're going to get basic relics that'll probably look like this. You're going to have quite a few of these, so let's have a look at what we can do with all the spares. Alright, so as we showed earlier, we talked about the ability to upgrade your relic. So let's have a look at that. So if you go into the slot here, you'll see you have a bunch of different relics. And you'll also see that this relic here is called Dorith. This one here is also called Dorith. So you think, well, hey, I can use this to upgrade this, but you can't. The relic has to be the same name. It has to be Dorith Relic, and Ale. So they have to be the exact same relic, and the one that you're using to upgrade has to be a T1. So this has to be a T1 to fuse into this. So how you upgrade is by going into your Black Spirit and going down to Enhance, and you basically enhance it just like jewelry. Keep in mind though, the cost is quite significant for this, and I believe the cost for a +3 roughly was like 5 million silver or something. So when you're upgrading this, make sure you have a bunch of accessory scrolls or a lot of silver, because if you fail to refund this cost when you're trying to upgrade it, then you're going to go back to level 1 because you didn't pay the price. So as you saw there, I didn't actually have anything to upgrade. You're probably going to run into the same issue. So what you're going to want to do, go to the gear store, go into the exchange and have a look here. So here we have 2 types of tickets. Generally, this one comes from events, this one comes from farming. I've already obtained quite a few through farming. So in here, you'll see I have all my relics. So you put 1 relic in, and let's say you go exchange. By spending 10 tickets, this relic can exchange into any of these other relics here at random. So let's try to do that if we have enough. So let's exchange, and it gave us a Hearse relic. Unfortunately, this is not what we're looking for. This one here is if you put a relic in here and you hit exchange, it's not going to show me because I lack the funds right now. However, if you pay 30 of these tickets, then you're able to pick exactly what type you want. So you can basically guarantee the duplicate of whatever you're running to having a chance of upgrading them. So having both of these is actually quite important when it comes to upgrading your relics. So early in the video, I mentioned the fact that you're able to fuse relics in Korea. However, I was mistaken, and it's actually a different item slot. So down here, you'll notice that you have a completely different socket that's not even a relic. Then we have a second one down here. Then we have another item over here. So this is basically all of the different items that you'll be acquiring in Korea. As you can see, there's quite a lot of them compared to global. So there's a lot of new updates and a lot of new items that you're going to need to grind out over time. Okay, so here we are in Korea. So before we have a look at the tower, I would like to talk about the fact that you need many more items in Korea. As you can see here, we have right down here on global, we have one socket for the relics. However, on Korea, we have 3 other sockets over here. So there's a lot of other stuff that you're going to be needing to collecting and combining and fusing in Korea. So I don't think that once you get your full set of gear that you're pretty much complete. So the tower that I was talking about is over here, and they've added new updates since I've last played. But if you go into here, these relics can be put in, for example. Put in the relic and it'll upgrade me from 37 to 39. And as you can see down the bottom here, this is giving me extra weight. I believe this one here is giving me extra combat XP to help you level up. And I believe this one is extra loot chance. So holding onto your relics is a good thing to do because fusing them into your Black Spirit doesn't really give you much. And selling to the store really doesn't give you much either. So when you get a bunch of relics that you don't need, no matter the color, just go to your box, which is located somewhere inside your mana. Put them inside your box, like so. And when you put them into your box, just take them out on an alt that you're not actually playing. And make sure you don't delete it all with those items on there. But just sit them all in there and hold on to it until you get the tower. Because if you do, you're going to get a significant advantage over other players when it first arrives.